looking back at the last couple of games, you don't get targeted a lot. So how do you feel like you've been playing?
I feel like I've been playing well, trying to make what's most of, the targets that come to me. Obviously going to get got sometimes, but like I said, trying to make most of the targets that come to me and try to make plays.
What's your mentality when a receiver gets away with a push-off?
Man, just next play. We have certain tricks and they got certain tricks, but it's just next play. Those guys on scholarship too.
What's allowed this group to gel so well this year? I mean, everybody here is pretty much a transfers in your rotation, and it seems like it's been fairly seamless this season. What's kind of allowed for that? What would you account for that?
I'll probably say just all the extra time we spend together. A lot of us are in our last years, and this is it for us. So we kind of just put everything we got into it. We see each other off the field. This is probably the most connected secondary I've ever been a part of, and that's just a testament to everything we do off the field.
What do you see from 1 and 10 on Maryland? Just what about their offense that gets them free?
Yeah. Sure, those guys are really good receivers. They get them the ball in many ways, whether that's slide outside, screens, quick game, deep balls, everything like that. So we got to be on our P's and Q's this week.
What's it like to prepare for when you know somebody's going to get targeted a lot?
Yeah.
Or no matter what, they seem to be force-feeding 10 at will.
Yeah.
So.
You kind of get happy, you know what I mean? Just knowing that this game is kind of going to be on the back end a little bit. So we got to do our part. And like I said, just watch the film, knowing when we can make our plays and make the plays that come to us.
What do you see in this quarterback specifically, as he's an awfully productive guy?
Yeah, he's going to sling it. He trusts his guys, and he likes his guys over anybody. So like I said, we're going to get our ops this week.
I guess what impressed you with the way they responded and came back to beat USC in those last couple drives? What stood out watching them play that?
Yeah, I would say they just stuck to their game plan. They didn't change anything up. They took their shots in certain territories and things like that. And like I said, they just stuck to their game plan. So
you guys walked into a pretty hostile atmosphere in Ann Arbor this weekend. What makes this team so able to handle these situations?
I would say just no matter what happens, we kind of just stick to the plan. We don't get rattled. Like I said, obviously this is an older team. There's really good leadership on this team and things like that. So we just don't get rattled, man. No matter what the arena is, no matter what the stadium is, we know we coming there to win ball games.
With Tez down for these, at least for a little while, Jabbar, just in practice in the last couple of days, just what have you seen out of Trayshawn? And obviously he was in a pretty big role before, but it looks like he's going to be in a awfully prominent one here going forward.
Those guys are just working hard and stepping up. We have a saying, next man up, and shoot, what testament that is last game for Trey. You know what I mean? To go out there and ball like that, but it's just next man up. We have a lot of talented receivers in that room. So,
how about some of the young guys who maybe we haven't seen as much in games, but somebody like Jeremiah in particular, or Dylan Gresham, who, like I say, hasn't got a chance to play just yet, but may get called upon here.
Yeah, I think those guys are ready. It's not my call, but I think those guys are. I think those guys are ready. I go up and get some a good amount of time, and they're not freshmen anymore at this point. You know what I mean? So I think their guys are ready.
You started doing it first, the thumbs down, but you have a lot of fan base wanting to know what does that mean. The whole team was doing it at Michigan.
I want to take credit for it, but we kind of watched the Gladiator movie this past week, and that was kind of the motto. And in the Gladiator movie, they do the thumbs down to execute them or whatever. And like I said, I'm gonna go part. I'm gonna say it's me, but that was the team motto last week, so everybody was doing that. But it's just ironic that that's kind of my celebration.
So should we calling you Maximus now?
Nah, nothing like that. Nah.